Still in the gauntlet of CES, this was my third day, and while I wasn't on the trade show floor, I did get hands-on on a bunch of headphones, robo vacuums, Belkin's new MagSafe battery packs, and I got to attend a live recording of the Vergecast and got to meet a bunch of people that I've been following for years, all the way back from Engadget. This is my next, like Dan Seifert, Dieter Bohn, and David Pierce and I finally got into a fist fight over shortcuts. Okay, not really a fist fight, but I did kind of heckle him. You might hear it on the next Vergecast. First up, I went hands-on with Beyerdynamic headphones, and they have a new line of gaming headsets. Beyerdynamic is a German company that makes a lot of professional-grade headphones that you see in a lot of studios. They make a lot of professional microphones, like the MM1 monitoring microphone, which was actually used when they made the Vegas Sphere. They used Beyerdynamic's microphones to tune that room. Well, there's been some big streamers that started using Beyerdynamic headphones like Ninja, so they decided to just make gaming headphones. And I got to try their MMX 300 Pros. These things sound incredible, first of all. They're actually great at just listening for music, but they're also tuned for game streaming and also have great quality audio with that microphone. They actually don't have noise cancellation, but the isolation from those foam ear cups, which are very comfortable, is really good. I thought it was actually canceling noise when I put them on. Listen to some of my favorite tracks, like from Snarky Puppy and Interstellar. They all sounded amazing, but they also have some wild features. Not only replaceable and removable ear cups, but it has a replaceable rechargeable battery. So you can recharge these over USB-C, but if that rechargeable battery ever loses the capacity that you want it to have, you can actually replace the rechargeable battery in the headphones. I would love to see way more products do stuff like this. Make it rechargeable and replaceable. Plus, you can use the USB-C receiver if you want to connect that to your PC or maybe your PlayStation or another gaming system, or you can connect them over Bluetooth. Looks like a great option for gamers. Plus, there's a model below that that even has a removable microphone and some different features. Now, I actually have the Beyerdynamic Amiron 300s, and they're really great AirPods alternatives. You don't really hear about Beyerdynamic a lot when it's comparing to AirPods, but they're really high-quality earbuds. They're great noise canceling. And they have some models like the Amiron 200s and Zeros, where if you don't like in-ear headphones like AirPods Pro or other headphones that go in the ear, these actually are on-ear earbuds. So it can kind of clip over your ear around the back, or the Amiron Zeros actually kind of clip to your ear cartilage, and it fires the music inwards with some incredible bass. Usually you need a seal, like with silicone tips, to have good bass response, and somehow they've engineered these to actually have really good bass response where you feel it in the ears, but nothing's going in your ear canal. Now with the over-the-ear model, I found that if I pushed it in a little bit, I got even better bass response. So depending on your ear shape and size, your mileage may vary. If you have smaller ears than me, might sound even better. And these are actually available right now on Amazon. I'll put some affiliate links down in the description. And they also have over-the-ear headphones, which I've reviewed in a past video. I'll try to link it above and down in the description. After that, I had a few minutes in the EcoVac Center. There's a ton of robot vacuum companies obviously here at CES. So they have the lawnmowers, the vacuums, and all of that. But this was the first time I saw a robot window cleaner. This thing is like stuck to the glass somehow and can window clean. It was the first time I seen a robot like that. So I at least wanted to share that. Plus EcoVac has a whole line of roller mops and vacuum and mop robots. I'll talk about some robot vacuums in a future short. Also, Belkin announced a line of MagSafe batteries and new 2 and 3-in-1 chargers, and all these MagSafe batteries are supposedly Qi2 25 watts. That's the fastest standard, and if you follow this channel, you know I cover a lot of MagSafe batteries, and the ones that make that claim, especially the 5K, the thinner battery packs, I always test to see if it actually gets those faster charging speeds. A lot of times there's heat because of the wireless charging, and the iPhone will actually throttle the speed of that charging, so even though it's technically Qi2 25 watt, you get maybe 7 to 10 watt charging rather than any faster. Now I asked the Belkin team, and they said that they've been using them here at the conference, and it does not get hot and apparently charges faster. We'll see. Those are coming out in a couple months, so I hope to get my hands on those. And again, I'll be reviewing them right here on the channel, comparing it to my favorite, the Baseus MagSafe battery pack. Which, just a side note, this thing has been getting me through every day here at CES. I already talked about this in my best MagSafe battery packs for iPhone 17, but I've been attaching it to my phone, but using the built-in cable because that will actually allow for faster charging, less heat, and I'm using as much capacity of this battery as I can to charge the phone. So this thing has been getting me through every day, and that wire charging is actually 45 watts, which is really fast charging for the iPhone, and I've been experiencing that every day. If you want to pick this up, I'll put a link down below as well. Then I got to attend a live recording of the Vergecast. David Pierce and Eli Patel, they were talking all about CES, and they even had a live Q&A session at the end. And yes, I asked David Pierce if he started using any more shortcuts since we last spoke. I didn't get a clear answer, but I also asked Eli, After 16 or 17 years of CES, that's how long Nilai's been coming to these, what does he still genuinely get excited about here at the conference? So I'll let you listen to that live Vergecast recording for his answer, but it was really fun to be there for the Vergecast recording, and I got to meet Dan Seifert and Dieter Bohn, who both work at Google now, but obviously previously of The Verge, and now I feel like I'm collecting selfies of all The Verge founders, but that might be my goal for future tech events. And I also got to meet The Verge smart home reporter Jennifer Toohey earlier this week, got a selfie, and a bunch of other amazing creators and listeners of my tech podcast, Primary Technology. You can check that right up here. And we also did a live from the show floor episode, and we have an episode all about CES coming out on that podcast tomorrow. Actually, today, when this video drops, episode on Primary Tech also drops. And big Apple news today, the Apple Card will now be backed by Chase instead of Goldman Sachs. So yeah, big news. And I have one more day here at CES before I go home. I'm going to try and go to the far corners of the convention center and find the weird stuff, the chargers, maybe stuff from Baseus and Anker. I also saw a robot that apparently plays ping pong. Maybe I can challenge that. But get subscribed. That final recap video will be coming tomorrow. And if you missed my previous day recaps, I'll put them both right up here. Get subscribed, hit that like button. Let me know in the comments what you think, or if there's anything you want to see. I'll try to check them before I go to the trade show floor. Some of you had talked about some AR glasses that I need to try from different brands, so I'm going to try and find them tomorrow. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you next time.